Streaming. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Oh God. Hi.
Hello.
Pay no attention to everything. It's us. We're streaming. It's time for Blades in the Dark. It's dark, and there are blades in it. Blades in the Dark is it's like Apocalypse World, but not at all like Apocalypse World. Actually, it is. How did we describe it last session? Heist, but Darkest Dungeon.
Except we're not doing any of the Darkest Dungeon part.
We're not really doing any of the Darkest Dungeon part. Not really. Your crew, who we are still determining what kind of crew it is. Don't worry about it.
Do we need a crew?
Kind of, but not really.
It's the first session. We don't have a crew yet.
Yeah, you don't have a crew yet. It's the first session. Your crew has wandered into this village that we're calling Naruto because nobody else could come up with a name in time.
I
Hold
could
on.
give an actual name.
Okay, we will find an actual name.
Sasuke.
No, it is not Sasuke.
Good. I got it.
Issei? Do you want to be an Issei? I liked Issei. Issei was a nice city, full of nice people.
Sure. Let's go with Issei.
Well, I'm waiting for Breadmaster.
I was just going to pick the first place I looked at, and it was going to be Aomori.
Yeah, we're going to go with Issei, because I don't know, Issei's easy to remember. But that was a good suggestion. It's like the teacher when they no, that's the wrong answer. However, A for effort. No. Oh, God, please don't be mad. Okay, here we go. So, your crew are a group of paranormal investigators, and you've been led here through rumors that have spread along the trade routes of unusual incidences happening here. And so you've come here to ply your craft, which is,
You never said the year that we're doing
oh
this.
God, it's 1869, right? Yes, it's 1869. It's the end of the Tokugawa shogunate, and there's a lot of political upheaval going on.
Get rid of those man buns.
No samurai swords are allowed, but try and take it from them. So the Shinsengumi are currently in their last breaths, and this is like an AU. This town of Issei, I don't know where it stood historically, but in this AU that we are creating right now, they side with the Meiji Empire. So, yeah.
Thanks, Kagematsu.
Thanks, Kagematsu. It's all your fault. So you've arrived in this village, and we are going to begin a short clock. You just need to figure out what your first mission is. That's going to involve going to a series of places. I will give you the list of places that you can go to. There's a bar, there's a brothel, there's a clinic, there's a jail, which is also the administrative building. The brothel's name is the Gold Bullion, because it's brothel. Thank you.
Oh my God, no.
All right, where are we going?
I am picking a name, so someone else is gonna have to do it.
You should also, probably introduce your characters.
You should introduce your characters and give a slow, small introduction to what they do and who their friends and foes are. Let's start with Loka. Loka, who's your character and where are we going?
Fine.
Hi, Furnace.
My character's name is Asahi Yuki. He is the cutter, I should say. The look I gave him was ambiguous and athletic. They're from Osaka because it was the only province I could remember. Province.
We're not, by the way, playing in the homebrew world. We're playing in my homebrew world. If you go on.
Right. Their background is law, and I've decided that every single case they have taken, through coincidence or not, has involved a spirit of some kind. There was a time he represented a Kappa and had to convince a magistrate that, yes, throwing a cucumber and having my client bend over is in fact assault, because it rendered him unable to move, thus physically harming him. And just wacky stuff like that. The Phoenix Wright game Capcom's too scared to make.
hmm
Great
And
Ace
my
Attorney,
vice
but
is
more so.
luxury. My vice is luxury. And for my NPCs, for my friend, I have Kazusa, a pugilist, who I've decided is somebody who gets hurt a lot and therefore needs to sue a lot. And therefore I've represented them a lot of times.
hmm
And my rival is Kosei, who is an extortionist. He's less an extortionist and more like a client that will never go away.
He's always
I
trying
did
to.
what he hired me to do, but now he keeps asking me stupid questions and I can't even bill him anymore because he keeps running away.
Awesome. Who should go next? Alice is still muted. Jeff, tell us about your character.
Hello, my character is Kalari. She's a hound. She is a military sniper. She is a...
Which weren't a thing yet.
Shut up.
Shh.
She's just that
They were
good.
long guns. Anyone who got shot from far away was a sniper at this point.
Actually, a point of order, there were snipers. They didn't call them snipers.
Are we
but
using
they were
Robert's rules?
sharpshooters.
No, we are not using Robert's rules, but do continue.
She's a military sharpshooter. How about that?
There we go.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
Yes.
She's she was born in Japan, but one of her parents was from India.
Nice.
There were lots of foreigners in that era that were around. She has.
That's kind of what the war was fought about.
Yes, that's right. She has her rival is a Rao, a doctor in the area, and her ally is a bounty hunter named Haruko, and she has a crow named Bandle. He's very great. He is just a crow. He's not like supernaturally smart or anything.
All right.
Just
Red-
like Rose.
That crow is going to be a problem. It's going to steal so many things. We're going to see what kind of trouble that crow is going to get into. I like that you named it Vandal. Breadmaster, tell us about your character.
He goes by Hijikata. He may be Hijikata Toshizo. I don't know. He's old and sly. He's a cutter.
Our second
He comes
cutter,
from a
don't worry
military-
about it. To keep going, sorry.
Comes from a military background. His friend is Ushiyama, who is a mountain of a man and may be developing early forms of judo.
Mm-hmm.
And his rival is Yuichiro, who has a reputation as a manslayer and assassin.
Nice. All right, who wants to go between Alice and Fefner?
Has Alice done yet? Because if not, I guess I'll go. All right, so let's see. I am playing Sensui Junkei. Her look is pale, sleepy, and she wears a pale white kimono. Her heritage is drifter, and her background is drifting. She is basically just a Ronin.
I'm going to start that clock right now, just so we're clear. No, go on.
So yeah, she does a lot of mercenary work, and I have her alias as Moonlight Turncoat because every once in a while she betrays employers, but usually it's because they're like poachers or something like that.
Right.
Still, she's not got the best reputation because of it.
Interesting. All right, Alice.
And her vice is
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
her vice is pleasure. She goes and drinks a bit. And let's see, as for strange friends, she doesn't have, a specific friend listed because, she probably just has some people she talks to down at bars. She gets information that way. As for my rival, we agreed not to name the cop, but whoever the cop is, that fucking cop don't like him.
Yep.
That's what it says on my character sheet. That
Yep.
fucking cop.
That cop is a bad man. The constable is who he is. I don't know if constables were a thing during this era. Just bear with me. I'm sure that they were a magistrate, maybe, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're a dick.
All cops and cop-adjacent authority figures are bastards.
It's true. Alice, are you done yet?
I am, yes.
All right.
Is it
it's
Oscar again?
It's Oscar again.
It's not Oscar again, actually.
This time
Okay.
it's Ray.
No, actually, it's neither of them. So my character. Oh, is it ready? Did I cut you off?
No, go.
Okay. My character's name is definitely Yumi. She is a slide. She's definitely human and is kind of a seedy underworld figure. She used to be have a lot more money and a lot more power as a sort of fixer for petty criminals. And that has sort of dried up, both because the war has left a lot of her clientele is dead now, or has discovered that actually the new government really needed thugs, and they found legitimate work, which is bad for her because government thugs don't need fixers. Her vice is pleasure, and that she is basically in love with sake.
More drinkers. Great. Good.
As well as being very fond of how do I put this? Being very fond of the treats that she's discovered from the Dutch traders that have visited Japan more than once, which she is gluttonous for, and any kind of sweet thing. Her friend is we still
don't have the names, but her friend is an X and her enemy is a Y, is what you're gonna say for right now.
Yeah. Her friend X is a sex worker in the city who's one of her last sort of clients, but because she's kind of down on her luck, they might as well just be regular like friends. And one of her other ex-clients, Y, is kind of not on great terms with her because she didn't do a great job with getting him out of trouble. And
Indeed.
Also, I would like to reiterate that she is definitely human. Why would you ever ask? And that's it. I did it. I did the thing.
Nice. Okay, so a clock is starting. I'm starting a timer. So you have places to go to again. You've got the bar that I have not named. We're calling it the Clean Bar. The brothel, the Gold Bullion, Rouse Clinic, the jail / magistrate's office. That's it. That's where you can go to pick up clues. You can also wander around the town and talk to some of the townspeople. They're fine. They're going about their business. They're all dressed up nice. Where you
I
going?
was going to make a decision, so we're going to the bar.
Okay. You head to the
I
bar.
was too scared to do the cliche opening. I don't care.
You head to the bar. There's some mysterious people here in this bar. But, yep. Gonna have to talk to them, I guess. I'm gonna tick the thing up forward one. I want somebody else to manage the clocks, but it'll be okay. Gonna tick up the entity by 1.
So is this place busy, or?
There's more people here than just the pogs, just the important NPCs. So yes, imagine that the tables are very crowded. But there's no music being played.
Do I recognize anyone? Like, are there any sort of
live music was a thing at this time anyway?
Yes, there was. They had like player pianos and stuff. I looked at the technology.
So, is there anyone that I might recognize, like, or who might recognize me?
Well, you do recognize a sign on the wall for your friend Ark, who is the one your rival. There's a small bounty out for him, a 300 silver bounty for Sen bounty. Thank you for Ark. If alive, please, if he is found. It lists him as a vicious revolutionary who is insubordinate against the Meiji Empire, who must be brought in at all costs.
However, it does say, "Please do not kill this precious boy."
But
and
please do not
tell
kill
you
this
so.
precious boy. Do not murder. Do not kill this good
Can't
good
resize
boy.
Tokens. What the frick?
I don't know. I'm not much of a bounty hunter. I'm really more of a lover than a fighter.
By the way, did we mention Kalari is 30 feet tall?
I can't resize the token. It's not working.
Kalari is
The-
huge. Kalari is a big girl. There you go. I fixed her. That's it's too small. Hold on. That's about right. There you go. You're a bit bigger than everybody else. It's okay. That's what happens when we don't have a grid. So yeah, there's a lot of people around. You do recognize a group of women at this table here. One of them is playing that knife game between the fingers, you know, and drinking, and then doing the thing with the knives some more. Nobody recognizes this character. Absolutely nobody. This character is an absolute nobody. Doesn't have a name. Should never tell you her name. So yes, Alice, you do, or Alice's character, you do recognize the person playing the knife game here at this table.
Does she see me, or do I?
She's too busy not stabbing her fingers, and everybody else is busy like pouring her drinks and cheering her on and like piling up gold, or not gold, sen. Sorry.
I'm gonna wait until she kind of takes a breather for just a second, and then kind of like sidle alongside her. It's like sort of a good evening, darling.
Oh dear. Okay. So she slams the knife down at the final point and says, "I did it," you know, and she lifts up like 1,000 times. Break it in, boys. And she gathers in her money and she leans back and puts her hands on her hips and goes, "Ha ha ha ha, I'm the best." And she looks over at you and goes, oh, hey, fancy seeing you here.
I know. Isn't it a coincidence? You seem to be doing all right for yourself at the moment.
Are you here to run another? Do you know any? We shouldn't do foreign languages here, but she drops her voice very low and pulls you in. Scam.
Yumi looks very offended. Would you honestly know me? I mean, if you know about one that there is to run, I would be curious, you know, as a matter of professional curiosity. But I'm really offended that you would think such a thing.
One of the other people says, "Do it again, do it again, Kazuka. You can do it another 1,000 times." And Kazuka says, "Look, I'm running my own scam here, but there have been some rumors going around, and if you've got something for me, maybe I've got something for you." And the other people laugh, and she snorts and says, "Not like that, you idiots." And then she lets you go.
Well, I hope that you have a fox's own luck. And I'll give her a wink and leave.
Oh, that was an opportunity to actually make a roll to get the information that you needed, Alice. We have to use the system.
Oh, I thought she was going back. Okay. Okay. Let me rewind that. What if I wanted to push her for information because this is useful for me to learn the system? What would I do here?
Okay, so you're going to make an action roll. In the thing, there's a list of the basics of playing the game. You're going to make an action roll. You're going to tell me what your goal is. Then you're going to choose the skill that you're using. Okay, and then I'm going to set the position, controlled, risky, or desperate. And then I'm going to set the effect, which is the outcome, whether it'll be a great, a standard, or a limited effect. And then you're going to add bonus dice as applicable. And then you're going to roll the dice and we're going to judge the results. Okay, so step 1, state your goal.
I want her to give me more details about whatever scam or conspiracy or plot or whatever she's kind of hinted at me at. But I want her to give me like some specifics.
Okay, so you want specific information from this woman. All right, what skill are you going to use? What action rating are you going to use? to pry this information from her?
I think I'm gonna do. Can I use consort?
Yes, you
Wait,
can
hold
use
on.
consort. You can, in fact, use consort. You can. It's going to involve a bit of drinking, but you can use consort with her. Prel, don't with me tonight.
I had an idea for something else, but no, I'll have to run that by you before I do that. So
Okay.
I could do consort.
Yes.
Uh,
All right. I'm going to say this is where we start conversing, and this is where everybody can get involved. I'm thinking this is a little risky. There's a crowd around. She's drunk. She's not a friend of Yumi's.
No, of course.
Okay, and she wants, and she's probably been scammed by Yumi a couple times, considering she knows Yumi is a scammer. So I'm saying this is risky. I'm willing to listen to people who are going to argue this is controlled.
So if I were going to argue it's control, say Yumi is definitely a scammer, and this is definitely a thing she would do. But her scams are not that bad, and she tends to she's going to get the better end of the deal, but she's not going to leave you high and dry. And she appreciates if you're willing to give her things, she's willing to reward you.
So you're saying that you've had a better relationship with this character than I'm suggesting, and that maybe
I think she probably wouldn't trust me, but if I promise her I'll do something nice for her down the road, she knows that I'm good for it.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and agree that this is a controlled situation, just so we can get a basic control roll from controlled outcome from you. But I'm going to say that your effect from this roll is going to be limited. There are ways that you can boost the effect to a standard effect or even a great effect, but we can talk about that a little bit later. Let's just get this out of the way. So do you want to add, does anybody want to assist Yumi in this and give her a bonus die? You'll have to put stress on your character to do so.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody?
No.
All right. Do you want to stress
your
do you want to use 2 stress and stress yourself to add a bonus dice, or do you want to make a deal with the devil? Guess who the devil is, by the way. It's not Miss Fairy.
How much stress do I have to take?
I mean, starting out, you have a huge pool of stress. I would not use it this early at the first session.
Yeah, I won't use it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And
All
it's
right,
controlled, so there's pretty much no risk.
Looks
to this.
like you've got 2 dice in consort, so go ahead and roll 2 dice, 2d6.
Okay, 2d6.
/ roll 2d6. Yep. Okay, we're gonna roll. Okay,
6.
4. No.
You take it separately.
You take each one separately. So the highest is a 4 or 5. It's a partial success. You do what you were trying to do, but there are some consequences: trouble, harm, a reduced effect, etc. All right. So you're gonna get what you want out of her. All right. But in the process, you have to sit down with her and you have to do the knife game while drinking with her. Okay.
Ooh,
and everybody's
okay.
rooting you on as you do the knife game. And they're chanting at you to speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. But you don't clip yourself or cut yourself or anything like that. You're very skilled, but you do get a little drunk. So I'm going to give you this is just going to be a limited minor effect. All right. You're just a little tipsy. It's not really going to affect you in any big way, but that's going to be the punishment is you're going to be a little tipsy, a little buzzed. A little bit more than buzzed going forward from this. But what she'll tell you as you're playing the knife game, as she gets more and more impressed with your ability to drink and play the knife game, is that people have been hearing some strange voices in the chasm. Like strange voices repeating back to them phrases that they themselves aren't saying. And it sounds pretty creepy, and it sounds right up your alley in regards to getting rid of weird voices. And she winks at you.
Okay, I'll make sure that when I do manage to get out of her company, that I am gonna leave behind 100 cent or so.
Okay. I don't know if we
just a
have
little
coin, but yeah, like a couple cent. Yeah, go on.
It's not a lot, but just it's a little more than pocket change, but it's like leaving a 20, Just like
1 sen
thinking
is about 100th of a yen.
Yeah, so like 2-3 cents, whatever. It doesn't matter. You leave behind some money for her.
oh, yeah.
All right, and
100
then
yen is a lot of money.
yeah, do
Okay,
you?
so I'll leave her like 10 cents then.
Okay, well if you're doing that, then you're basically exchanging coin for a better result. So I'll give you a bit of a better result. She'll actually pull out a small map and show you exactly where the chasm is, because otherwise you're going to have to spend time searching for the chasm. And I'm going to say that this was a standard result and tick your clock up forward too. So you are now ahead.
All right.
You
All
never
right.
explain what the clocks are.
I don't want to. They're secret. The clocks are how we there's a race going on right now. The clock that we are having right now is it's called a racing clock, I believe. You are how I plan to run clocks is I'm using a ticking counter instead up to 10. Okay, you can check this out on page 16 of the PDF. And this is a racing clocks. Both clocks start at 1, and as the timer advances, as appropriate, if the crew reaches 10 before the threat, they reach the threat or escape. And if the threat reaches 10 first, the crew cannot escape. If both reach 10 at the same time, the crew escapes, but the threat is waiting for them at their meeting place. So
Clocks and Blades in the Dark are basically just what is your goal and moving towards that.
Yep. So you are at a 3 out of 10 towards your goal. So you know where to head to now. So how do you get there?
I mean, walk, I assume.
Well, do you tell?
I mean,
I'm guessing you tell the rest of the crew, "Hey, I got this great lead."
I will go find them and tell them that I have a lead, and also do so quickly, but without kind of like drawing attention to myself.
Of course. Quick question: is anybody else doing anything in the bar? Other than beyond our slide here, getting the information.
Do you have a good survey roll? I don't know. I think Sensu's just looking across the bar. So unless anything actually suspicious is going on.
Well, something suspicious is going to happen as you try to leave. So that's why I want anybody who wants to do anything else before you start to leave, let me know.
All right, I'll give a Well, survey is my better stat, so I'm going to go with survey. I think
Okay.
So she's doing that, giving me plenty of time to just sort of look around the bar.
Yeah.
Try to gauge what everybody's doing who might get in our way.
Yes, this character, Haruko, has wandered over to that bounty for Ark and is perusing it and rubbing her chin very thoughtfully. Perhaps I will hunt this good boy. So go ahead and you're going to use survey. Oh, so you stated your goal. Your goal is to what? Get any extra information?
I think I don't really know what's going on in this town, so I pretty much want to get a gauge on, what might get in our way.
Okay, so you're trying to
suspicious characters.
Okay, excellent. All right, and you're using survey. I'm going to set the condition. This is risky because you're unfamiliar with. Wait, no, you're not. Oh my God, this is a controlled situation. You know where you are. You know what's going on here. You know exactly who the problem is. You can probably already see her.
I've been to shady taverns before.
I'm going to say you're going to get a standard outcome from this already because of how much of an upper hand you have here. So go ahead and roll.
All right, so if I roll 2d6, I'll just do /roll 2d6.
Oof,
oh, that's not good.
Oof, you got a 2. What is a 2? A 1 to 3 is a bad outcome. Things go poorly. You probably don't achieve your goal, and you suffer complications too. You know exactly who it is.
For controlled, press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdraw and try a different approach.
Yep. Okay. So you have to you have a new risky opportunity. So you spot who it is. Okay. It's Breadmaster's old character. Michiko is here and she's walking towards the door and she is currently standing between the exit and the rest of your group with her arms folded. This is now a risky situation and you can no longer use survey.
Okay. How could I apply a tune? She's a shrine maiden.
Yes, well, she was a shrine maiden. Who knows what she is now? She's got swords now. She's cool is what she is. She's cool as hell.
So, I'm going to use a tune, I think. It's not ideal. I've sort of been looking around the bar. Maybe it looks a little suspicious to people.
You probably saw like a really hot lady and you got distracted and then you turned back towards the door and there she is and you're like, ah, heck.
So, I see her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if my ghost senses go off, and how would I use this?
Yeah, how are you, like, what is your goal and how are you going to use a tone to achieve your goal? Are you trying to spook her with ghosts?
I feel like
I'm gonna tell you, if spooking her with ghosts is gonna be very, very challenging. She's well versed in ghosts. She ain't afraid. If I may say so, she ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, I don't really know how I could use ghosts in this situation.
I'm gonna tick up the enemy clock once because you're taking too long to decide what to do.
It's not how clocks work in this case.
Okay, fine.
I guess I'm just gonna use finesse.
Okay, finesse.
So slash roll.
This is a risky situation.
Come on, good roll.
Okay, you got 1 6. You need to get 2 6s for it to be a critical,
No,
but that is. Yeah, you just take.
You need to get it.
Yeah, a 6 just means you do it. Okay, so since you actually rolled a 6 and you actually do it, go ahead and tell me how this plays out. I'll roleplay with you as the character if need be, but just tell me how this plays out.
So that lady's got her eyes on me. I don't really appreciate that, so I'm just gonna stand there for a moment, not really locking eyes, and then a person passes by her vision. In that moment, I sneak out by them, and then I am next to Michiko.
Okay. Wapow, nothing personal, kid. Okay.
That is quite the gaze you've got going on there.
Do I know you?
Not particularly, but you seem quite the odd customer.
So do you. What are you here for?
Oh, I've been hired by, well, it's not quite a gaggle at the moment. They seem to be spread out throughout the bar, but, well, it's a little bit ragtag. I've got jobs to do, that sort of thing.
She snorts a little bit and looks at the rest of your crew and says, a little ragtag. You're monster hunters, aren't you?
Something akin to that. I was chosen for that sort of ability.
Enough. Don't. Stop. You're probably going to be disappointed to learn that you're not the first monster hunters to have ever graced this wonderful town of Issei. And you won't be the last.
On that. Oh, darn. Well, what else am I going to do with my life?
Well, allow me to offer you some words of wisdom. You can gallivant about here hunting monsters and cryptids or solving mysteries to your heart's content, but never, ever venture to the shrine. You'll find a whole different kind of adventure there. One I'm not sure you'd as easily enjoy.
You think I have quite a few stakes in this, don't you?
I think we enjoy this.
I don't think I'm nearly as enthusiastic as you think I am. I can cut and run what I want, provided the money is bad.
Great. Well then, I have a offer for you. You want money so bad, I happen to have some on me. There's a high chance that you'll discover in the possession of any of these entities that you're so willy-nilly chasing about, that you'll encounter a reflective shard. Would you be so kind as to collect as many of them as you can and bring them to me? There'll be a very, very, very generous fee should you do so.
And where does the Shrine Maiden get such money?
Oh, you're coming in now? From God, of course, from the divine, from Inari herself.
Oh yes, you speak to gods all the time, and God
Absolutely.
just gave you gold.
Yep. Where do you get your powers? Where did you get your sword that you're not supposed to be wearing here? That is forbidden. How about we both not ask questions that we don't want the answers to and don't want the consequences of the answers of?
So I take it you do this to every new person in town, yes?
Every new group of would-be monster hunters, yes.
Oh, what happened to the first group? You mentioned we weren't the first group, but what was your speech at that point? Oh, hi, welcome.
Their first group, my thing was, oh boy, monster hunters, can you bring me some shards? And then they disappeared. And then the second group, I said, oh, more monster hunters, and I gave them the same speech I just gave you. She says, uncrossing her arms and shrugging a little. And there's been dozens of groups since then that have disappeared. And then like there's a brief flicker of emotion on her face, and she kind of looks withdrawn, but then she steels herself and says, maybe you'll have better luck.
Well, I'll certainly keep this in mind then. If it's such a high-paying job, I'll make sure to mention that to the others, Miss.
I'll give you my name. Oh no, you got a super success. You don't have to give her your fucking name. I'm Michiko, Inari's Avenger.
Michiko, Very well then. I'll be sure to bring up the shards then.
Excellent. And she just steps aside and goes and sits down and has some drinks. And y'all may leave. So, where do you go from here? With that success, I think that was a critical, so that was a standard success, or should I make it a great success? Let me make a great success so you can get on the path a little bit faster. Did I close the clocks? I did not. So you're at 6 out of 10 now. So you're getting closer and closer. So you're on your way to the chasm now. So you are now, as soon as I can move you there, hold on, I have to update the clock. Somebody else should update the clocks for me. You're now at the chasm. As soon as I can find the chasm. Where did I put the chasm? Hold on. Oh, wow, it's all the way over there. Hold on. That's not good. Come here. I don't want to pull you into another map because that map is spoilers. So, whoops.
Just drag the chasm map
Boom.
closer. Okay.
There we go. It looks familiar because it's supposed to enjoy the map.
And then we get attacked by a dragon. The end.
Get attacked by a dragon.
Oh no, I'm having flashbacks to Ballista's death.
Oh no, poor
Oh, no.
Ballista. A rip.
Ballista gone but never forgotten.
We
No,
put
not Ballista Coup.
Ballista Senpai. All right. So as you enter the chasm, you're at 6 out of 10, so you need to advance faster than the enemy. You're doing a pretty good job or the entity. Let's call it the entity, the challenge. You're doing a pretty good job of it. So as you enter the chasm, you can hear faintly your footsteps reverberating back around the chasm. So as you step, you can hear your steps echoing back.
All right. That seems normal so far.
All right,
So-
that seems normal so far. So,
So,
Hello?
is there
hello. Sorry, go on.
Is there any actual employer lined up? Like, who are we getting the money from?
I mean, it depends on if you find a shard, right? You are getting a reward from the drunken lady for taking care of the weird voices. She did promise to give back to Yumi if Yumi got rid of the weird voices. Anyway, hello.
Yes,
Obama,
it's-
is that you?
Oh my god. It's not
Picture.
perhaps not the most lucrative job. I will be honest with you, but
Honest with
It
you,
is some
honest
money.
with you, honest with you.
The camera zooms in on Kose's face and he says, what's this?
What's this?
Or
What's
Sahi.
this? What's this? What's this?
I got my character's name confused. He's a Sahi.
Jeff's character hasn't done anything yet, so Jeff, I'm putting you at the pit. What are you gonna do?
Well, I wouldn't be with everyone else. I would be like up in a tree nearby.
Okay.
looking over everything.
Yep.
So, I mean, let's say, actually, how about this? Since the first thing we found out was where this place was, and then they were kind of pissed around doing other stuff, and getting more information, I left early and I went to scout the area.
Okay. What would you like? Go ahead and tell me what your goal is, because you're about to make a roll, aren't you?
Yes, well, basically, I'm scouting the area. I want to see if I can find out whatever is weird or interesting out here.
Okay.
Like, not without engaging with it.
Okay, of course.
I imagine this would be survey.
Okay, yep, you're making a survey roll. You've been scouting out this area for a while, but you're still pretty new to this area. I'm gonna say this is a risky roll.
Risky? Okay.
Yeah, you're new to this area. The cliffs are a little desperate. But I will tell you that the outcome will be a standard outcome, so you'll get 2 ticks on the counter if you pull it off.
So I do standard?
Yeah.
for the effect?
Yes.
So I can push. I'm not gonna push myself. It's
Nice.
so I got a 3.
Oh, do you have 2 in survey or only 1 in survey?
I only have 1.
Okay, only 1 in survey. With it's 1 to 3, it's a bad outcome. Things go poorly. You probably don't achieve your goal, and you suffer some complications too.
Piss.
Let me see what it says for a risky 1 to 3 complication. Things go badly. You suffer harm. No, a complication occurs. You end up in a desperate position, or you lose the opportunity. I'm gonna say you lose this opportunity, and you're gonna suffer a small complication of you sprain your wrist.
It's 1 harm.
Yeah, no, it's not a harm. Harm is nasty. It's just a complication. It's just something that it's just role play it. Okay, you're gonna need to do some mending off hours at the end of this.
I fell off a tree. That's what happened.
Yes, you fell off a tree and you sprained your wrist, like grabbing at the branches on the way down, and oof. And when you hit the ground and go oof, you hear oof, 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 oof. And the rest of you also hear oof, 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 oof when you finally arrive here. And since things go badly, you don't discover it, but I'll give you a glint. Like, you see a shadow against the wall of, like, a weirdly shrugging creature, but it's only briefly for a moment. It might be because you hit your head.
All right.
You can re-roll the opportunity. You can retake the opportunity and use a different ability from survey, or you can pass off your turn to somebody else.
I'll pass.
Okay, so sounds like Sensui Junke wants to do something. So what's up, Fafner?
I've got a tune. I can sense ghosts.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can get a good feel for where this thing is.
Okay.
If it's even here.
Okay. Oh, because you failed, I have to advance the enemy clock by 2 because I put the power at 2. So you are at 4 to 6 right now. Sorry.
I actually also have a. Can I assist?
Well, hold up. You can, but it's Fafner's character's turn right now. We're kind of doing like fast and loose. There's no turns, so to speak. So depending on what happens after this, you can go, and you might want to take a different turn. And then also, I'd like Loka to take a turn so that he can get a feel for the game too. So we'll see what happens after this. All right. So
I could assist as well.
Yeah, you could assist if you want to give her a dice. You'll just have to put stress on yourself, and you've got the stress to burn.
I will do that.
Okay, so you get 3 dice.
Okay. I'm gonna guess this is probably risky since we don't really know what we're
You
doing.
definitely don't know what you're doing, and the falling and the oofing has made whatever is going on out here much more on edge.
All right. 4.
So you got a 4. Hold on, let me go back to the dice rolls to see. 4 or 5 is a partial success. You will. Oh, I forgot to list what kind of successes this is. So I'm going to give you a 2 count on this, just so you know. So this is a partial success. You do what you were trying to do, and there are consequences, trouble, harm, reduced effect, etc. So you do what you were trying to do, but you also fall waist deep into a hole because you were so focused on attuning that you're like into a hole, waist deep into a hole. But you do sense the spirit. The spirit is coming from over here, and your clocks are now at 8 out of 10 to 4 out of 10. All right, so
Okay.
I would like Loka to go next if that's okay, Alice, because Loka hasn't gone yet.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
All right.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Back, streets back. Wait, you didn't say that. But it did say that. It just said that. Back streets back, back streets back, back streets back. You now need
Okay.
to find
I-
this thing before it learns a slur.
I don't know what's up, but I know something's up. So first things first, I need to pull Century out of this hole.
Yeah, you just do that. You don't need to roll for that. That's easy enough. You can pull her out of the hole.
All right. How do I find an echo?
Echo, 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 echo. Is it me? Is it me? Hello? 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 Hello?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
It seems
jeez.
to keep moving around.
Oh, jeez.
I
Oh,
look for a
jeez.
camphor tree.
Well, yeah, you haven't taken an action yet. Go ahead and roll survey. Your goal is to find the tree, right? Stop texting me.
A camphor tree.
A camphor tree. I don't know what that. Oh wait, those are the things they hang out around. Yes, you
Yes.
know. Yep. Okay, go
Do I
ahead.
even have to roll if I know what I'm looking for?
No, there's a camphor. It's you know. I'll give you the same information I just gave Fefner. There's a camphor tree right over here. I'm blipping it.
I could burn this tree down, you know.
Burn it down. Burn it down.
You can leave peacefully, or you can explain why you are terrorizing the people here.
Terrorizing the people here. Terrorizing, terrorizing, terrorizing.
I feel like it's less terrorizing and more annoying, but
Yeah, annoying, annoying, annoying.
I feel like people just need to know what this thing is. 'Cause it's not hurting anything. They're just freaked out because they don't know what's going on. It's just an echo that's broken.
What's going on? It's broken. What's going on? It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Oh, it's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. The mirror, it's broken.
Well, that's new information.
Wait,
Without a
what?
mirror. Mirror. Talk more about the mirror.
The mirror is
I'm saying this in
broken.
character.
The mirror is broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken.
I didn't even know there was a mirror.
Indeed.
I don't know what it being broken means.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. What it means. It means. It means. Means. Mean. You're mean. You're mean. I'm accelerating the clock.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Okay. Yukata, you think that it's connected to this tree, right?
It's a Yamabiko.
Yamabiko.
You think it's connected to this tree, right?
They live in trees. They live in camphor trees. Literally, their name means echo. So every
Their
time
na-
you say echo, you're saying its name.
Echo. Echo. That's me. It's me. You're mean.
hello, Echo.
Hello. Hello. Obama, is it you?
What's an Obama?
Okay, so
Wait,
Can
wait,
see
wait.
this
We
thing right now,
not
or
yet.
is
We
it
need to
in-
reveal. You need to get to 10 on the
Okay,
clock to
all right.
reveal it. Come on, come on,
I want
Ashi.
you
Here's
to
what
make
I'm
a
gonna do.
roll.
I have an idea. I've not made a roll
It's
yet.
Ashi's turn. Hold on. Come on, you can
No,
get this.
clearly Jeff has a better idea.
Fine, go ahead.
Come on, Ashi.
All right, if this tree is important for it, I'm going to take a swipe at it and see if it reacts. I'm not
Take a
going to
s-
try and destroy it.
Mhm.
I'm just going to try and like aggravate the thing.
You're trying to draw it into visual space by swiping at its tree.
Yeah, come protect your tree.
Okay. What move? Like what thing are you taking here?
I feel like this would be wreck.
Okay, you're trying to wreck its tree. Okay, agreed. Agreed. I'm going to say that this is risky because it's the tree is right
All you
on
gonna
the
say.
you're stepping on some very unstable ground. This tree is growing out of the side of the mountain, right? I'm gonna say that
great.
if you make this, your outcome will be great. If somebody helps you, standard. If nobody helps you.
I'm not going to help you hit a tree.
I cover my ears.
You're at an 8, so you only need 2, so you only need a standard outcome. So you don't need anybody to help you if you can pull this off.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Roll 2d6.
I'm trying.
3 and 3. What does that mean? 3 is bad.
Nope,
You don't
and-
get what you want. Oh.
Did you know they also can scream incredibly loud?
So it screams
I also cover
incredibly
my
loud. You are deafened as you fall to the ground, and you also sprain your tailbone. Or not, you bruise your tailbone. So you have a bruised tailbone, and you are deafened. Jeff, you wanted to take a turn?
Yeah. Okay. So it's in this tree though. Like we.
It's in
can
the
we-
tree. It is at 7 out of 10, and you are at 8 out of 10. This is
I'm
getting
going to command it to get out of the fucking tree.
okay. Go ahead and roll. Your goal is to get it out of the tree. You're using command. Go ahead and roll.
I'm intimidating it and threatening it into extract yourself from the foliage of this tree.
It feels like it's pretty. It feels like it's got the upper hand. It just knocked your friend on his butt. This is still risky. So go ahead.
Actually, no. Since I fell down, I like to
Yes.
imagine.
Oh, 5
5.
and 5. Nice. That is a 5 is a 4 or 5. You do it, but there's a consequence you suffer. A harm, a complication occurs. You have reduced effect, etc. Well, what would you like to happen to you as a consequence of this?
How about as a consequence, it gets out of the tree, but it doesn't like come to us or nothing.
Yeah, it gets
course
out
not.
it gets out of the tree. Take a look at
No
it.
shot.
But it climbs up into the upper branches. And I'm just gonna make it bigger so you guys can see how cute it is. But you're mean. You got 10. It is now visible. So I'm resetting its clock. I'm resetting your clocks back to 1. You got to get to 10 again. Race against time, and it is now a fight, I guess, or however you want to communicate, talk this thing down. I'm actually gonna make this. Is it okay if I make it a count to 5, or is that no? Because it advances too quickly for 5. Let's set it back to 10. So back to 1 for everybody.
We have a more obvious goal now, so
Yes.
it'll be quicker.
So-
hopefully.
Before we do anything drastic, I have an idea.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to try. It said something about a mirror, and I'm going to try to ask it to convince it to try to tell us about the mirror by asking it a couple of questions in the hopes that I think it wants a mirror back, and it was taken from here that it liked.
Okay. So your goal is to get it to tell you more about the mirror, and what skill are you using?
I think according to the thing, I have to use a tune here.
You don't have to use attune. You can argue that you're trying to sway it. I mean, it can be. It's
It's the same amount of dice.
oh, it's the same amount of dice. Then sure, use attune. Okay. I'm gonna say that this is still risky, but you're going to have a standard. You're gonna have a standard outcome from it.
Okay, can I push myself here?
Yeah, you can push yourself for 3 dice. Go ahead. Just make sure to note your stress. So you've spent 2 stress now. I think you have a pool of 10, but I forget. 5. Okay, so you get it, but you get it at a payout, or you get it at a cost. So you have to yell at this thing, okay, and you have to yell over this thing because it just keeps yelling back at you, and you strain your voice a little bit. But you do get what you want, which is it's broken, the mirror that hides the bad place that is this true place. And I have a piece. I have one. It's mine. It's mine. Mine.
Would it be willing to trade?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say getting the shard from it, and also will be and also convincing it to stop will be what happens when you get to 10. Okay, and you also just got 2 points. So you're at 3 out of 10. All right, Jeff, you had a thing you wanted to do, or does anybody else have a thing they want to do? Anybody want to take a turn?
Well, the situation has changed now.
Yeah. I'm not doing the annoying echo anymore, but understand that it's still doing it, okay?
Well, I don't know. My character doesn't know that anymore because they're deaf.
They're deafened for you can still you have just really bad tinnitus. You can still hear what people are saying, but it's like boom.
Okay. I was about to say, like, he doesn't know that the plan has changed, so he's just gonna tackle this thing.
All right, here's
Oh, no.
I'm going to
wait for Jeff, and then you go next. Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
Broken or stolen, right?
It's broken, is what it said.
I am going to hunt down who did this. Like, look for tracks.
Oh, interesting. Go ahead, but this is desperate. This is hard. The tracks. I'm just gonna tell you this. The tracks are on the other side of the mirror. It got broken from the inside.
Also, as a quick note, I think this is for everybody, but every time you roll a desperate action, you mark XP in that action's attribute.
Yeah, so if you want to roll the desperate action to find that out, you can, but it's gonna take you to a bad place, and I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just gonna spoil it, so you already know.
How do I push myself?
Just mark a stress. Yeah, just spend 2 stress.
And that gives you +1?
Yep. Plus 1 dice.
Okay, and it's still a standard effect, though, right?
It's depends on what you roll. If you roll 6, you do it. If you don't do it, you're going to suffer severe harm, a serious complication, and you will have or a reduced effect.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm counting up. Oh my God, you got a critical success. Okay.
Excellent.
Do you have anything to see from a distance?
I have a spyglass on my long rifle.
Your tracks, the quote-unquote tracks, you just feel like a pulling, a calling you. I'm gonna make this an extreme success, by the way, because this was a desperate thing. So I'm gonna give you 4 ticks on the clock. Good job, Jeff. You feel a pulling inside of you, and it draws you, and you realize you're getting closer and closer to the shrine that Michiko told you to never go to. So you decide to climb.
She told me not to go to it.
Well, she told everybody to never go to it. Please don't go.
She wasn't there at the time.
Hush. So you start to feel too much bad juju around, too much bad energy around that shrine. So you decide to climb a tree and peek in with your spyglass, and sure enough, you can see the frame of a mirror in the twisted and busted remains of the shrine. And the mirror is completely shattered. There's nothing left of the mirror. And you can see Michiko, but it's not. It's Michiko's spirit pacing back and forth in front of the mirror, wringing their hands together and looking anxious. and the footprints that you're following came from inside the mirror.
Weird.
So you are at 7 of 10. The rest of you are still at the Echo. Good job on that desperate roll and mark experience points.
Oh, I did the one.
You mark an
more.
experience point in the attribute you used.
Yeah.
I did it. Alright.
So if somebody wanted to do a trade,
Yeah, you wanted to
don't-
do a trade. Somebody wanted to attack it and tackle it. I mean, you can do
so
any.
my only good resolve stat is attune, but I could help somebody out because I do have an item called the Demon Bane charm, which I don't know, this guy might like.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's
Well,
see.
my character is from Osaka, so they know how to haggle. That's one of the stereotypes, I think.
It's true.
Osaka has like 1,000 stereotypes about it. They don't really conflict, but they're just kind of all over the place.
Nice.
My character embodies all of them.
Yes. Your character is a lawyer. You could argue with this thing in an
Now,
echo
see,
battle.
If it were a different kind of yokai, I might offer my loaded dice. But these
I
are
offer
shy.
a brand new shiny knife.
Ooh.
Just
It's
as reflective
no.
as-
Okay, go.
Let me
I
see
mean,
what you have. A knife, a knife, a knife, a knife.
no. Okay, so your goal is to trade the knife for the shard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you rolling
Sorry.
for that?
I don't have any points in sway.
I
ro-
do.
Oh, so do you
So
you wanna
I
do you
give
wanna
you the
help?
knife.
Yeah, mark a stress to help. Yeah, mark a stress to help, and you're using equipment, so I'm gonna give that actually one more dice. So you have 4 dice now.
all right. What is the position? Risky?
Yeah, let's say it's risky. You still don't have the control here. This thing has the control here. It's screaming. It's just shrieking and screaming a lot now, really loudly, and it's really hurting your head because you still got that dumb ear shit going on with you.
Yeah.
We don't know what tinnitus is yet. I just know that I hate my ears at the moment.
He kind of pulls out the knife and he does not immediately understand what's going on.
You pull
He's
out the
fear-
knife, and the echo does say, "No, no, no, no."
Standard effect.
Yeah, standard effect.
Okay.
Actually, let's
And-
say it's a great effect if you can pull it off because you're getting so much help. And also, I want to get this to 10 and move on to the downtime. And we're at 10:40. We have like 45 minutes or so left, but let's just see how this goes. So go for it.
You say great effect?
Yeah, great effect.
Okay. And 4 dice total, right?
Yep.
I like using the little widgets when we have them.
Oh wow, 6
Oh,
is
nice.
6. So you do it. So since you rolled the 6 and you do it, tell me how you do it.
All right. I want to say we don't get to the knife straight away. He keeps trying to ask for other stuff that we
Yep.
don't really have.
Yeah, he wants more of the shards specifically.
Yes.
Shards. Oh, it is shiny. Shards.
This is a shark. This
No.
is just what they look like sometimes.
Lies. Liar. Your reflection though in the blade. I see it.
See, it reflects. It's just like a mirror.
Mhm.
Just somebody stuck it into a handle.
It's a hand mirror.
Yeah, this is somebody trying to make a hand mirror, but they didn't have enough of a mirror. You're a smart yokai. You know what a hand mirror looks like, right?
Yes, it climbs down. I don't think it has. I think it has a tail. I don't remember. I cropped it off at its tail, so it might
It's
have
sort of
a tail.
like a dog's tail.
It's like a dog's
floppy.
tail. So it like wraps its tail around the bottom of the tree and reaches out, but it just can't reach your knife, and it's holding the shard out in its other hand, the reflective shard of the mirror in its other hand. You can clearly
Alright.
see it as a mirror shard.
I'm going to try and slowly swap these items.
Okay, you already pulled it off, so you've got
Yeah.
this.
So
Here.
I slowly place the knife into his free hand and wrap
he's
my hand
Yep,
around the mirror.
he hands them. Yep, and then you just both of you let go, and he says,
And
"Trade."
on 3.
Yep,
Straight on three.
3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, yeah,
three.
3. Yeah, and then poof, you know, and then you got it. You got it. Your ears are still ringing, and it says, "I go now. I go now. Now, 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 echo." And then it just boop back to the GM layer or back to the spirit realm as you pull out as you summon Exodia. Sorry, go ahead, Breadmaster.
Can I say another, if you don't mind, Redmaster, another way Hijikata is helping me is just like whispering everything that thing says into my ear because I can't hear a thing.
Yes, absolutely.
My ears are wrecked. The echo is messing with me. I just did this whole negotiation on a delay.
You did good. You lawyered it up. Okay, how do we get word to Kalari that she should come back?
Should we wait for her or what?
Yeah, Kalari, what are you doing?
What was I doing? I don't remember.
You were
It was
scout. You
looking
have found the mirror and the body, spirit of Michiko, pacing around the front of the mirror, fretting and wringing her hands together. You found the location of what broke the mirror. It came from inside the mirror.
Well, I'm gonna pick up these shards.
Well, there are no shards, and don't
Oh.
step. Do not. In fact, your bird says, "Don't do it."
Bird of talk.
Yes, they can. Crows can talk. They can.
Wow.
Ravens can talk. They can
Yeah.
have brief. They can say brief sentences, but that's about it. No.
So there's a ghost here?
Yeah, spoopy.
Yeah. What's with this ghost?
It's her spirit. There's a Japanese legend about how a spirit can leave a person's body and haunt an area while they're still alive. That's what's going on with I shouldn't give you this information for free, but I'm just gonna because you know it. Because you know about these legends, because this is your job. Okay, so Michiko's body is acting of its own volition, and so is her spirit. Her body and her spirit have split.
But just her spirit's here.
Just her spirit is here, and her body is back in town, waiting
Well,
for the shards that aren't
gotta-
here.
I gotta tell her spirit to go back to her body.
Yell at it, I guess. Please don't.
Gonna.
Actually, can you not start a clock on Michiko's spirit? The bird says in a full sentence.
I can't just leave it here.
Yes, you can.
You just walk in, you have to fight an unbeatable super boss. And
Can
look,
you
yeah.
not fight the last boss before the end of the campaign?
All right. Well, I'm gonna make
Run
a
and
note
live.
about
Run and
where
live.
I hope that this spirit will be here later. I'm just gonna kind of remember where this is.
Yeah, you can mark it down
guess.
on your map. You know where it is.
All right.
That's great, but I see Emerald Weapon over there, so I'm getting out.
Yeah. It's like you found Ultima Weapon, and Atma Weapon is here, and you're just like, maybe no.
All right. I put in my notes.
Okay. I can make group notes, but yeah, I should make a notes thing for y'all. But anyway,
No, there are no two character sheet.
okay, so now we've got
Put them there.
downtime. So y'all make it back to town, and you can start healing up. Where do you go to heal up? Because this is the darkest dungeon section. First you turn in your reward. So you have a mirror shard. Do you actually give it to Michiko?
You know, at
Sure.
the moment.
He is the one who has it. How many of you are
Unless
there?
somebody
Considering what
wants to
that
tell
thing's-
me.
You know, considering what that thing says, I don't know if that's the best idea.
She's not
Eh.
bad.
I say we give it to her.
You give it to her, and she will give each of you 50 sen.
Yeah, I say we give her the shard.
I need that money.
So you each get
Fine,
50 sen
fine.
for the shard. She takes it and she puts it in like a merce, like a satchel, like reverently. But for a minute she stares into the reflection, And she has, if you look close enough, she has no reflection because her spirit is in front of the shrine.
Well, at least I got some money.
And you, I'm guess Yumi, you inform your drinking friend, who we never named. Let's call her Kai. You inform Kai that you got rid of the, you got rid of the annoying echo. Do you tell her what it was and everything that was going on?
I mentioned that it was something out of the ordinary, but I don't tell her exactly what it was. I'm
Okay.
a little cagey about it.
Okay. She smiles at you and she will give you 10 sen to split amongst the party, so each of you gets 2 more sen. Sorry, she doesn't have a lot of money. That was the small reward if you didn't give the shard to Michiko. And then she
Money's
says,
money.
"Oh, by the way, Ray is waiting for you at the Gold Bullion."
I'll have to go see her then, won't I?
Maybe you should. And then she takes it.
She's waiting for you in Unit 1.
She vapes.
So I have 32 sen.
Yep, you have 32 sen.
Though this game basically just tracks general coins, so
Yeah.
you tick a box.
Yeah, you took a box.
I don't see the box.
It's under the healing clock and armor and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So you got
Basically,
some. Sorry, go ahead.
you keep up to 4 coin on you at a time, and then you can just store some away for stash.
Mm-hmm. Where does everybody go? I know that Yumi is heading to the Gold Bullion. Does anybody else want to go check out the Gold Bullion?
I need to go to the doctor.
Okay. Why does Rao dislike your character, Jeff?
I imagine it's I don't think it's like a outright like we're not enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I came to this guy and needed
He has a
my
Hippocratic
wound
oath,
mended,
Jeff.
he would still do it.
Yes, absolutely.
He would just be really a huge jerk about it.
Oh yes, definitely. It's kind of his personality to be a huge jerk, but your friend is here. Your pugilist friend
Oh.
got a job at the doctor because she keeps getting hurt so much, so he figured the best way to keep her out of trouble was to give her a job as a receptionist at his at his clinic, which is anachronistically technologically advanced. Shut up. I took it from Harvest Moon. You can just fight me.
Also, these pog sizes are metaphorical.
Yes, these pog sizes are metaphorical. She's not actually that huge. They're actually
Oh,
that big to
hi.
cover. They're actually that big to cover the sprites that I didn't want to Photoshop out of the picture. Oh, hey! Look, I'm not hurt. A little bruised up, of course, but I'm gonna win the next one.
I'm sure you are.
You can still hear the
Uh,
ringing in your ears when she speaks to you.
Yeah, whatever you just said is good. Anyways,
Oh, you're here to see
I
Rao.
can't hear right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, well, let me
I
help.
think.
Mm-hmm. She comes down and like puts an arm on your shoulder, kind of nudges you along, like herds you like a cat.
Breaking my arm.
Yeah, just shatters your arm with one hit. No, she suplexes you through the through the curtain, right into Rao's office. Done. Oh hey, you again.
Hello. Hi.
Brought another lawsuit. Oh wait, he's not. You're not the one he hates. Sorry, I get mixed up. It's always good to
Wait,
have.
no,
You can say it anyway.
Yeah, brought more lawsuits. Have you?
No, I'm here to talk to your patients and see if they have any lawsuits. That's a joke. I actually hurt myself really badly, and I can only hear about 80% of what you say.
Well, let me help you out then. Come and he like pulls out his instruments and he peeks into your ear, and now you can see the pog, so I'm putting
my
him
God.
back.
His spirit leaps out of his
His
body.
spirit leaps out of his body. Anyway, he comes over. He has you come over to him so I can keep the pog covered, and he fixes you. You can't really fix tinnitus, so he's like, you're just gonna have to take this to get rid of the headache, and eventually listen to some gentle music. And if it's not like a normal condition of yours, it'll eventually go away. You dumbass. You dumbass, you dumbass, you dumbass, because the damn thing's following
God.
you. No, I'm joking.
Oh no. I have a new pet and it sucks.
It's the mascot character for this anime campaign. All right. So your
That would be
tinnitus
great,
is fixed.
actually.
Yes, that would rule. Your tinnitus is fixed, and he also I think was it you who sprained something, right, or no?
And a bruised tailbone.
Oh yeah, he'll wrap up your tailbone like with a wink, and give your butt a pat, and then send you on your way. All right, over at the Gold Bullion. Yeah.
Okay.
Madam Maybe is here to greet you at the Gold Bullion.
I did
You
not. I was
You
not
can
aware
you can
that
just
I was-
call her Maybe.
Wow, I'm gonna. I need a second to get over that. Just give me.
She leaves immediately.
Wow.
Well,
I've
take it
decided
slow.
that-
You just met her.
You did just
I've-
meet her,
I've
and this is
decided-
crazy.
I've already decided that Yumi like hates this woman for no reason. Like she doesn't know why. She just has sort of intrinsic like antagonism that's completely one-sided, or maybe not. I don't know. Anyway,
The story tells itself, everybody. That's what it says in the book. So,
madam, how are you doing?
oh, it's
puppy.
good to see you and none of your little friends with you. She rests her hands on your shoulders because she is slightly bigger than you and peeks around you to see if you brought any of your little friends with you.
Not today. Of course, I always hulk up your services quite a bit. I am and remain a fan.
Oh, of course you are. Of course you are. She says, snapping open a fan and fanning herself. Of course you're a fan.
Yumi takes a deep breath, scissors herself, reminds herself not to murder this woman
Please don't start a clock on you, Baba.
yet. Murder her.
Please don't start a clock on Carly Rae Jepsen.
I was actually wondering if I could. What did you name my contact again?
Her name is Ray.
Okay, Ray. I was actually wondering if I could speak to Ray for a moment. I got word.
Oh, of course.
Jeez.
The usual fee, if you may, 10 sen, please. She holds up.
Do I have 10 cents to give her?
Yeah, you have 10 sen.
Then I am giving her 10 cents.
All right, you're let in, and I didn't think I would be able to convince you to play the slide, so I didn't upload the pogs. But it's Ray from Evangelion because you played Asuka.
Called it.
So
God damn it.
so she's over by the fire pit, staring into the fire, being extremely Ray. But I didn't upload her pog just yet. I'll upload it for next session, I promise.
So Yumi is going to kind of like slide in beside her
Mhm.
without saying anything
Mhm.
for a moment and
Mhm.
give her the opportunity to say something first if she wants to, and if she doesn't, she's gonna say, "I heard you were looking for me."
Ray smiles and says, "I am. I was. Here you are. How good to see you. I hope you didn't bring any trouble with you." And she also does the look around you.
I'm wounded. I mean, not literally wounded, but
Oh no! Did you
metaphorically
take any injuries when you were doing it, or did you succeed too hard in all of your roles?
I did not take inner injuries.
Okay, so
but I
yeah,
did
you're
take
not-
a little bit of stress.
Yeah, you took a bit of stress. She's like, "Nah, perhaps not wounded externally, but internally, my dear." And she lightly caresses your cheek and then like flicks your chin, like underneath your chin a little fondly with this little smile. Internally, you look roughed up.
I'm not sure that you're allowed to outfox me here, but anyway, I heard that
Outfox.
you were looking for me.
Yes, I was. I wanted to see you again. One of my favorite clients. No, of course not one of my very favorite client.
Is it you just wanted to see me, or
Well, you paid your fee, didn't you?
I did?
Let us retire then, shall we?
All right.
So we'll go away from there. Does anybody else want to go to the Gold Bullion? Jeff, what does your character do to de-stress? You have a sprained ankle. You've got, or was it a wrist? I forget. You sprained something. Where are you going?
Well, I imagine. Let's see what we can do here.
Prel, I swear to fucking God.
We'll go soak in those hot springs.
Okay, so you're going to the brothel as well because I didn't make a hot springs map. I'm sorry. We will have a beach episode. I will make a hot springs map. I can't believe you're doing this right now, Prel. But for right now, you're gonna have to soak at the brothel. You can just gain admittance. No coin necessary if you're not here to get some pleasurable company.
Nope.
So she'll just let you in and try and get you to buy a couple drinks. So it'll be, I don't want to force a roll though, so you can just talk your way out of getting drinks and spending money at the brothel. Do not eat my mashed potatoes. Sorry. In fact, picking up cat, dropping cat.
I will not eat
Thank
your
you.
mashed potatoes, I promise.
Yes. All right. So with the downtime, you can mend your ankle and all that other stuff. Whew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Does anybody else have any stress or anything else they need to mend?
I actually got nothing during that, so I will say that Sensui's probably just still at the bar. She ordered a drink, and she takes out a small key, and it's glowing faintly. So, but she just shrugs and sort of just like tosses it in the air a bit.
Mm-hmm. The entrance, you know where you need to use that key in order to go where that key takes you. So,
I'm good for tonight.
okay.
We leave off on that mysterious note.
We do. Breadmaster, your character's fine too, right? What would your character like to do?
Tea house.
There is definitely a tea house. I'll have to make a tea house as well. The brothel functions as a tea house. Let's just keep using the brothel. Yours can let in and be sat down at a table, and you can. It's just like less than. It's like you'll spend like maybe one whole sen, if that, drinking very high quality tea and being tended to by any number of individuals who suit your fancy. And that will recover any stress or any injuries that you've had. And that is,
Oh boy, my one stress.
Yep, your whole one stress. So and they'll put on a little show for you, and make sure you're nice and warm, and serve you some food, and it's all good here at the Gold Bullion. They give soup, of course, because it's a brothel and it's got to have broth in it, otherwise.
You're the worst. The absolute worst.
And that's the end of this week's session. Thank you all for playing. How did I do?
Pretty good. Although there is one more thing. We actually do have end of session stuff. Do we all have the same questions at the bottom?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think the first one is different, and the second and third ones are the same.
Okay. Yeah, under the special abilities, there's the mark XP. So, as I said before, every time we roll desperate action, we mark XP in that action's attribute. So, Jeff, I think you're the only one who did a desperate action.
Yep, and I also got just a challenge of tracking, so I get additional XP.
Yep.
Mine is I addressed a challenge with knowledge or arcane power.
You did do that.
And that goes in the playbook advancement XP. Right?
Yes.
Not
the bottom three go in playbook, though I think, if I remember correctly, you can also use playbook on like insight, prowess, or resolve points, but you can also use them for special abilities,
Okay.
and that's probably what you're gonna want to go for.
My unique question is: you address the challenge with violence or coercion.
You did
Yes.
both. So yes, you did it.
Okay.
So you get 2 then.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Aw.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it says mark 1 XP or instead mark 2 if it occurred multiple times. I don't know if you get any more after that, though. I'm
I don't think
guessing
you do.
it's probably max 2.
I'm gonna make sure
Yeah.
next time we play, we round robin it a little bit better to make sure everybody gets a little bit of a turn. I don't know
Yeah.
if Breadmaster got enough of a turn, but yeah.
And the thing too, with the way this game is set up, like you don't have like an action you do doesn't have to be like right now. Like you
Yeah.
can say, I prepared for this by doing X
Yeah,
on the way over here.
that's
and
true.
And that's what addresses this problem.
Yes.
Yep.
They never did that thing.
Yes.
You gotta be present in the moment all the time.
So I hope everybody enjoyed. Any other extra questions?
I think I'm good.
The questions that everyone have in common are: you expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, and you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. So if anyone did that, I'll get
I definitely didn't struggle with the issues from vice or traumas. I don't know if I expressed beliefs, drives, or heritage or background, though. But I guess I am
Oh.
a drifter, and I did kind of address that, so.
I would say that you struggled a bit, Alice, with your vices this session because you got drunk with Kai. So give
Yeah, that is
give
true.
yourself an experience because you could have really gone hog wild there.
So that one for Vice.
Yeah.
Background with as sort of the X fixer with and con lady.
Yeah. I would
with
say
what's
you
her name?
definitely used your background to get what you needed to because that's how you found Kai. So that's another experience point. Good job. Fefner, you used your background in identifying
I do
Michiko,
think-
so go ahead and give yourself experience point for that.
As a drifter, I
Mhm.
definitely did a whole lot of drifting.
And also, it's been 10 counts, so you have to let everybody know that you're straight now. All right.
I will never do that.
How dare you? I will give you harm. No. Okay. Anybody else? Jeff, did you follow your military background? You didn't really sharpshoot anybody. You didn't really, but you did spy. You weren't a scout, were you? You're a sharpshooter. You weren't a spotter.
I tried, but I failed. So
Yeah.
I think-
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of that then. Thank you very much for playing. I'm going to stop streaming now. In 3, 2, 1.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.